One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. It's Battiato. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse? There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Minnesota! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll do it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They kick it away on fourth down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Finds a tight end. Still on his feet. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back to throw. It's Battiato. Quick strike complete. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Battiato. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Hauls it in. Got room at the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw again. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Back's got it. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Defense might bring the house here. The Sneak scores it.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunt. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Power football with the run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Still looking on the move. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Battiato. Got it in the middle. It's Doherty. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Complete on 3rd down. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now, let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job.
There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Raiders!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Taylor. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Got a man, it's Taylor. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Touchdown, Minnesota. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll give it to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Off play action. Now adjusting. He's going to fire to the left. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet bent.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Amazing job in awareness by that defensive lineman. Locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. You don't want to start using this guy on offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia Southern is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 25 over ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Finds his tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air. It's Lindsey. Rushes on him. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They'll play it safe and try. And they fake it. He wants to throw. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
Tennessee offense will go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Grab behind the line. It's Jones. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. He hurls one deep down the left side. Wide out trying to get it in.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. From the gun to give, looking for room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Finds a little space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
56, Middle Tennessee, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunt. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. That drive pretty much imploded, and they'll try to salvage things by punting it away on 4th and long. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Minnesota! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Off-play action on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The short hands, it's Butler. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. To throw, it's Vattiato. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course,
he's got it on the outside. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. Turning it on. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard.
Trying to rumble in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hunt. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. That's caught. It's Tipton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. And off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the tight end. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game. And
he lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Right down the gut of the field. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock, now under a minute to go. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They're going back to the ground. Smashes through the tackle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Golden Gophers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Minnesota.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week.